Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Coffee with Vixen. Um, Last episode we talked about, is gay a choice? And while I was roaming around on my YouTube feed, I came across the David Pakman show, which I actually watch from time to time. And I actually enjoy a lot of what David Pakman does on the show. Um, the only thing that struck a nerve with me today was Anton Dodson, who was talking about he's no longer interested in homosexuality, that he actually would like to have a wife, and that he's been spending a lot of time reading the Bible and this, that, and the other. Um, a lot of people say that gay is a sin, and I can understand that because it does say that in Leviticus. However, in Leviticus, it also says a lot of other things. And some of those things that are actually mentioned in Leviticus are to love immigrants as you would yourself. Um, it also says that you shouldn't eat shellfish, you shouldn't mix seeds, and you shouldn't wear clothing of mixed fibers. Um, it also says that you shouldn't eat pork. Leviticus is a very touchy subject for a lot of people because there are certain things that they like to pick from it, but when you actually sit there and say, oh, well, you're wearing, a polyester cotton fiber mix, oh no, that's not relevant anymore. That's not relevant anymore. Well, if you're going to cherry pick, at least be like smart about it. And I mentioned this yesterday in my last video that I really hate it when people cherry pick. I really do. You can't pray the gay away. Okay, there's been a bunch of centers out there already that have been shut down, or that have come out and actually said that we did the best that we could and we couldn't accomplish it. You can't pray away what's natural. Okay, being gay, being lesbian, being bi, being transgendered, these are all natural things that have occurred over time naturally within humans. You even see homosexual activity taking place in animals, as I mentioned in my last video. Um, and quite honestly, I'm just really getting sick and tired of this whole concept of, oh, you can pray the gay away, you can change who you are. No, you can't. You can pray and choose to try not to act on those feelings that you have, but guess what? No matter what you do, those feelings are always going to be there. It's not something that you can easily erase from the mind, if at all. So, anyway, now that I got that off my chest, um, there's some other pretty interesting things that are going on in the news lately. Um, my cat is back to annoy me. There's a bunch of interesting things in the news. Superbug of gonorrhea is in the news. Um, it can kill you in a couple of days. Some other things that are going on in the news is that a Japanese woman decided to spend $100,000 or more to actually become more or less a living French doll. Um, Personally, I think that's just a waste of money, but hey, whatever makes you happy. Um, the NRA is still trying to push guns to kids that look like toys, because that's always a good idea. Um, there was a sex assault prevention chief that actually ended up getting charged with sexual assault. This concept, I see this a lot too, on the gay topic. Anti-gay people constantly getting busted for gay acts and things along those lines. It's pretty interesting. Um, there's some riots going on in the world still. Um, this constant push for the belief in the Bible and the end times is actually starting to interfere with climate change. Bulletproof whiteboards are now being marketed to schools. Glenn Beck is still retarded. Um, Fox News is still garbage. Eating junk food is garbage. Um, there's all kinds of interesting things going on in the news today. So, uh, yeah, pretty much that's about what it's come down to these days. Um, I just want people to be comfortable in their own skin. If you watch this video, please remember, be comfortable in your own skin, because you're not going to change who you are unless you really desire to change. And if you're trying to fight natural urges, good luck to you, because it's not going to work out very well. Um, don't forget to check out the first episode of Coffee with Vixen. Is Gay a Choice? Um, and really, just kind of skim around, find out what's going on in the world. Um, you can find all kinds of information from Green Party resources and several other different sources that are out there. Try to stick with actual respectable websites as much as possible, um, like commondreams.org. They're a really good one. I actually am subscribed to them on Facebook. They have some really interesting articles, and they keep you up to date on certain things that are going on. Right Wing Watch has put out a few things now uh, that are actually pretty interesting. They're actually pretty good about keeping tabs on extreme Republican right wingists, as well as just kind of like the completely insane people like Pat Robertson and Brian Fisher. Uh, they actually do a very good job of keeping tabs. And of course, don't forget to check out some of my other people that have subscribed to me and that I try to show off for them. I tag them in videos sometimes, and I even go out of my way to try and help them out to get subscribers. So check out my buddy JD of Target Society. JD of Target Society. Link will be put at the end of the video, and I'll also drop a link in the description bar. Anyway, this was Coffee with Vixen, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.